It's snowing. And this is the filter. Spirit chooses with me. Aha moment. Yep. It literally, as in picking up karmic payout from the other one. Daddy. That is how I'm getting the 44 million. Is I have this first heart, now I have the church, Jesus, Viking, shit. And all those lifetimes hurt. And all the shame and pain and all of that shit. And the I'm sorry's. And even the shame of like breaking my seal and waiting for you because you can't speak fucking words. So, just because I know who you are, the realization of like, even me trying to help somebody along the finish line, worried that they might fall on their face or die or kill themselves or can't handle it or all of that shit is attached to douche canoe 1 and douche canoe number 2, which is now coming full circle around to you. Like usual. That I'm not waiting for you. Which means I'm now getting the pass from there to start dating. Not because my heart is worried and knows who it's attached to. I know that. But because Mama's hungry and Daddy up there was telling me he can always send me in more karmic payouts to please my shit and make me not hungry. And this daddy is literally choosing that. You're choosing for me to go break my seal with Mama being hungry. And it's not because it's just a primal urge or any of that shit. It's because I fucking want it. Yep. And you're not willing to satisfy that, so I will go get it. Yep. And then you can still earn my heart if you choose to. And earn my vagina. So I literally, well, Daddy up there had me collect douche canoe number 1 with the karmic payout of, like Devil's Heart and shit. But it's also came with all the magic and all of the witchy shit that I had to learn over that year of COVID. Yep. That was all attached to the devil. Collected it. Because, the evil ones are the ones that actually win. So then they took me to douche canoe number 2, which that's church and state kind of shit. Church. All the shame. All of that. The barefoot, pregnant, stay submissive. All of that shit. But that is also why I'm trying to take down the LDS church and my voice and having to do lives and all of that shit was attached to me sharing my magic douche canoe number 1. Me being willing to fight back against the church and all of the dominant men that want to tell me no, to be quiet and submissive and listen to them try and tell me their side of that fucking story. So that's douche canoe number 2. I'm chopping douche canoe number 2's head off today, pretty much on full moon, because that's why I just got all this clarity. Well, it's tomorrow. They always give me like a heads up. So, I don't know if I'll be sending you these with my heads up, or if I'll create a nicer. No. I'm not, because that was me trying to coddle you. So, no, you can have the wild and tamed as it comes out kind of shit. Yep. because he's been cut out for a long fucking time, to be exact. February 9th of last year, and the whole like cleansing and all of that shit and everything that like the pull and the weird shit I was feeling, that's all attached to him. The urgency, all of that, I see where that is now. I see where all of that shit is. And all of the reason why I was like almost preparing, I don't even know, like preparing to be at home. I don't know. Like willpower in certain areas was just like not there. And I couldn't figure out why. Well, no fucking check because it was attached to douche canoe number 2 because I couldn't energetically cut it until full moon, which is Virgo, which is divine feminine. Like, I was even giving myself shit for smoking and like every once in a while or whatever, and then getting put back on. And I now know it was like, up there, daddy, strategic plan for keeping him the fuck away from me. So I had to relinquish all the shame and everything attached to it because I just had to know that that was the fucking plan the whole entire time, to keep him the fuck away. And I don't get to beat myself up for it. But now I know the strategic plan and what I have to heal, and that those pieces spiral up. Anyways, long story short on that, the mirror of that for you would be fear of diving in and all of that shit, because that is shit that I I totally manifested. Yep. And self-sabotage, which is attached to douche canoe number 1, because that's magic. And long story short, remember in the beginning when we were just having fun and you weren't attached in your head of fear and all that other shit? Yep, that is what the year has been, because you've been attached to that shit that I am now cutting. Yep. So I'm sorry about that. That makes total sense, and why I get to apologize for that. That makes me... I am held accountable in all areas, even if I choose. That means literally I attracted you in because I was ready for my soulmate, but then caused issues. Not knowing, energetic fucking issues attached to past lives and pain and other shit. That I've had to deal with and now leave behind, to then now loop around to be able to energetically align with karmic due payout that is due to me from lifetimes of douche canoe 1 and douche canoe 2. Yep, all that shit. So my word is my bond. When you made me promise, this is what you have brought on yourself. And not speaking, which is attached to douche canoe 1 and 2. Yep, that's your choice. That is your choice, because my word is my bond. Meaning, I gave you my heart. I showed you what I was willing to do. I explained magic and what I was going through. I'm pretty sure I've kept up on my shit. And even apologized when I was wrong, when I was too dumb, all of those things, because I do that. But I also don't fucking run. So you running and not speaking is you choosing to have all the magic get puked at you, because my word is my bond. And also me claiming my shit, which means I'm gonna go make myself happy. So, up there, Daddy. Made you apparently, like, ask me and promise that so that I would puke all of this shit at you. Hopefully, I guess, to, like, wake you up. Because now I know that everything I do, and I don't question it, period. And that's the part that I kept questioning why I was sending you shit. And, like, why I couldn't stop. Or even, like, claiming certain parts. No. I get to send you shit because my word is my bond. You asked me to explain the magic. That's on you. So until you speak, that's what's gonna happen. Because my word matters. And me also telling you that my biggest, me telling you and you promising that you never running and that you would never shut down because they were my biggest triggers from my past. And that's exactly what you're doing as your self-sabotage. And I get that now. It's attached to Douche Canoe 1 and Douche Canoe 2, which was attached to me, which was attached to you. So I get it all. And I forgive the past. Going forward, if you choose to not speak, tell me that you don't want to know all the magic, and you are allowing my seal to be broken because I just need fucking pleasure, that's on you. That's not on me. I am accepting all of that in the past and clean slating all of that shit. But going forward, that is on you. And that's also knowing that I am coming with my karmic payout to put you in the position that you're going to be in. And you're gonna want. Because are you gonna turn down? Because I'm not allowing you to my heart unless you, like, you know, work for that shit. Because I already gave it to you and then you did exactly what you promised you wouldn't. So really, I only know the Dennis that breaks his promises to me. So to earn any of that, you would have to show me different Dennis. So if I wanted pleasure that day, yeah, I would totally accept your pleasure. Because like I said, I know that's all the lessons that literally you took me on. Your higher you of Douche Canoe 1, Douche Canoe 2. You're literally sending me through the past lives of your enemies and my pains to heal my pains, collect the karmic payout, learn the lessons, all of that shit, for me to spew it at you because that was what you fucking made me promise. So that you can understand what the fuck's happening. They haven't been around me. They haven't. It's all energetic. I might send them videos because remember they're big fat pussies right now. Manginas. They are terrified because Daddy has an energetic bubble around me. I'm getting the pass from up there to go start dating, which is you, because he's calling you the pussy that won't claim what you actually want, because I feel you. Because I feel you. I know what you want. Remember, you're attached to. So I fully am aware. All the shit and you wanting time and all that. But again, you not claiming any of that or even territory of that is opening it up for you to self-sabotage watching me at work. Are you going to turn down? Are you going to turn down $250,000? Really, Dennis? You're going to turn down $250,000 and stay where? No, you're not. So then you're literally betting on me not winning the game. You know that's what you are betting on. I wouldn't bet on that at all. At all. Not to mention, Why do I want someone who's trying to bet against me and not be a cheerleader, supporter in all areas? So you might want to think about that. Because you're energetically, like literally, in all your actions, not just energetically, you're telling me all the primal shit. And even what your heart feels that you don't want to speak words for. And I get that, because you don't speak lots of words. But I am telling you, if you go back to the beginning when you weren't attached, and I was not in the energy of Douche Canoe 1 and 2, when we were just able to have fun and play, and I didn't overthink it, and you didn't overthink it, that was because we were attached to that shit that you took me to, literally. Because remember, I only do things and energetically and all of that, knowing that you are now like my counterpart, fully knowing that. All you're doing is causing you some major fucking pain attached to your past and past lives and non-belief of magic and all of the shit and the shame and the things, all the things that you took me through this last year to heal on this side, where you have not healed on that side. Do you see the difference? And your ego getting in the way, that's Douche Canoe number 2. Yep, pride and ego, because of where the limit of where a woman's place is in that, and blah blah blah. So do you see where that's happening right there? And then my shame mirror of that to like give you time for that. I've given you a year. I have been patient as fuck. Yep. And this is me telling you, I know who you are. I know where you're gonna be working. Unless you self-sabotage on a fucking level that you will never be able to live with. So, that means you're choosing to watch me date other people in front of you because you are not willing to speak words because of your ego. Do you see that? Do you see that in the fear attached? But it's not yours, like you literally took it. Because remember when you said that you were great and everything was wonderful, and then all of a sudden it like kicks in? Do you see where that's coming from now? It's attached to your fear. And so, me trying to break down the magic for you and all that, magic videos, all of that shit, touched my heart. Nope, I've done all of that shit for you. The vulnerable side of this and that, blah blah blah. The whole thing that Douche Canoe 1 and Douche Canoe number 2 that have in common with you is which is all attached to the shame and hiding pieces of themselves that they don't show anyone. They don't talk about all of that. Do you see why I had to puke vulnerable truth at you now in my heart and all of that shit and share all the pieces? Because it's attached to your and their pieces that they never share with anyone, which is why they shut the fuck down, which is why you shut the fuck down around me. So welcome to the Douche Canoe tribe that you be a part of, that energetically, us 4, while I've been learning all these lessons, have literally been learning them together energetically. I've been learning them. All 3 of you fuckers haven't learned shit. I know that you've learned a lot by watching my videos, otherwise Daddy wouldn't be having me send more. He would just know, because my word is my bond, and I would still be sending them until you tell me to stop. Me puking my truth and all of that shit was attached to my word as my bond. And me having to puke at all, that is what I was doing. Oh my god, that is a full circle moment right there. Do you see literally that I know me having going to puke it at you and be vulnerable and all of that shit. And tell you all of the shit that I have told Douche Canoe 1 or Douche Canoe 2 or any of the shit and all of that, because literally you up there knew that you were going to be going through this jealousy, fear, not wanting competition, like all the things in your head that you've had to battle during the time. Yeah, all of that shit. That is exactly why he's happy. That is why you asked me to tell you all this shit and be open and honest. Oh my god. Because knowing that you would not respond, you would get to download all of it with me. And then, like I said before, then you get to choose. Because you get to know. You should probably know that I was shown to send a Valentine's fucking collection that fuck. Now I get to see that that's attached to my ego that was attached to Douche Canoe 2. And all of that shit. Instead of just sending what I was supposed to send, knowing that it wasn't attached to me, that it's attached to you. Because I already know my worth and I know my value and I know all of that, and like, but now full circle, I see why. I didn't send it. Anyways, on Valentine's, I was supposed to send you a collection of all of the naughty shit that I hadn't sent you. That was from you because I documented a lot of shit and all of that. One day you might earn now. But it was a collection. It was a movie. Instead of just being like the shit over the last year that you've had to be put through, it was all the shit that I didn't send you attached to me being attached to those lessons on Douche Canoe number 2. Because remember I said I wasn't going to stop sending you when I was thinking about you and all that shit. I did. Because you weren't speaking, you didn't fucking earn it. And I had to be able to say that first, instead of saying, now I'll just keep documenting them all and not send them unless you speak. I mean, unless, you know, that it there has me build a collection over the last year to show you that that is where. But now that I've told you that I literally ignored an order because of my ego, that we Douche Canoe number 2, and all the lessons attached to those lifetime. Now, I really doubt he's gonna have me put a collection together. Because I know who you are. I know how I feel. And I know where my heart has been and my body has been for the last year. And I've shared that. You not being willing to believe it and deal with all of that shit, it was attached again to Douche Canoe number 2 in the past. Going forward, that is your own day of reckoning that you are choosing to watch, see, play out karmic in front of you. If you kind of know what I mean. Because karmic payout is going to pay. I'm literally putting you as bodyguard over me when I'm causing trauma and, like, you know, issues. Because, you know, I'm a tornado. I create the chaos. You're a fucking volcano. You explode. You know, right? Explosion. So you're trying to hold all of the combustion in any area down right now. Do you know how well that works? Ask me, because I've tried to do it. It doesn't fucking work. So, I'm manifesting what I am being shown to do, which is you there in my fucking head, which is literally having me like puppetized to share with you because you can't respond back. Do you see how this works? So then you are going to cause you massive volcano explosions in my work world that I am building that means more to me than anything else. Which means then you're sacrificing, once you're even here, your job. Because, again, I know who you are. No matter what. You're in my head. You got to see the whole, like, crying, blah, 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 the rage, the God, the insect, the freaking bunch, all that shit. Do you think you can run from what you feel? I think that is the whole key here. I am meant to feel things, and I am meant to even know what you're thinking most of the fucking time. But I'm not going to take that for face fucking value. So I know that energetically and the purpose and all of that, yeah, I know you're meant to help us and that. But if you come in and be a volcano because of jealousy and shit and you can't speak words and all that shit, do you see where I'm going with that? Because even if I know that you were part of the purpose and this and that, the whole reason I cried and freaked out that day and was really angry and all that, because Daddy will protect me above all costs, even from himself. Meaning, he will keep you away, or me knowing my worth, me having to fire you from the business because you cause drama, because you aren't willing to speak the hidden parts of you. And I know there is a reason why all three of you are fucking soldiers, because you have that, you were taught to have that part that you don't share. Otherwise it's weakness. That is not fucking weakness. And it will be part of your job description. Like literally you lose your job after a year if you're not working on the game. Luckily for you, because I get to know a lot of things that you don't speak. But share, luckily for you, what I was going to say is the only person you would have to actually share shit with is me. Everyone else does not have that courtesy. But you not speaking up to parts of you, just like my word is my bond, and you having to see after the whole fucking year that my word is my fucking bond. So, me getting shown to move forward because you're self-sabotaging on a massive scale and I'm allowing it, that is me telling you I'm not going to allow that in personal for myself, but I know what is going to happen.